Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pleasantly Positive Show. I know it's been a while. If you're in just listening to the recordings, it's probably been no time. But yeah, welcome to the Pleasantly Positive Show, where we take a look back on our week and just try to highlight some positive moments, as well as potentially talk about some positive news articles. I am your host, Savvy, and with me today, I have the one and only Flowerstar. Hello.
Ah, hello. I'm not. I know I'm not the only flower star, but I am the special flower star.
You're the Flowerstar.
I am the flower star.
To us, you are the Flowerstar.
Hell yeah.
Uh, yeah, Flower. How are you today? How's your morning going?
My morning has gone. All right. We have a
Yeah,
painter in the house, so I'm sorry for any background noise that might come through my side, but that's fine.
totally cool.
Um,
Yeah. What
besides that, I'm doing all
what are they
right.
what are they painting, if I may
Right now they're
ask?
doing the ceilings in the living room. We're getting our entire upstairs repainted, basically.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I used to do like painting for work. It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's especially actually ceilings, because like you're stuck in the reaching position for so long,
Yeah.
your arms get so tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very excited. Thank you for coming on. I know
Of
that
course.
we've like been trying to get you on like multiple times in the past. It just doesn't ever end up working out. Usually my fault. Always my fault actually. Um, but yeah, no, I'm super excited to have you.
You
Um,
can't fully blame yourself. I got my tummy issues. Anyone that knows me knows I got too many tummy issues.
Yeah, but
Tummy
anytime I'm
aching.
supposed to do it has been in the morning, and then I never end up like just being
Yeah.
available. And then I took 2 months off, so I feel like maybe it's like a 99-1 split. 99 falling on me. But yeah, if you would like, we can go ahead and jump into taking a look back on our week.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you want me to start?
Yeah. If you're ready, if you have
Okay.
some stuff to present.
I mean, the best thing that happened this week was Sunday was my birthday. And I
Yes.
had a
Happy
very,
belated.
yes, I had a very pleasant stream. It was like, how long did I go for? Like 10 hours or something? Like ridiculous. Or
It
maybe
was
more
for a
like,
while. I was in and out. You were live for a
yeah, I
while.
went for a while. But it was really fun. I did, gosh, my memory is failing me. I played
It's okay.
Castle Crashers, I played Plate Up, and I played something else. Oh no, I forgot.
I
But
was there
it
for
was
the
really
Castle
fun.
Crashers and the Plate Up.
Yeah, it was really fun. I do. I completely forgot though that I wanted to play open season for for my birthday. It,
What game is that?
do you know the movie Open Season?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
has
that's
the
that's what
bears.
came to mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's that, but in a game.
That I didn't know
And
that was
I
a
have
thing.
I've already played it 3 times. It was like a childhood game that I'm still obsessed with it, and I was like, "Man, I need to play open season for my birthday." And I just completely forgot, and I'm so sad about that.
Is it old? Is it an old
Yeah,
game?
it's a PlayStation 2 game.
Oh, that's
So
so cool. I'm like
I played
imagining
it
it's
as
a
a
lot like
kid.
the old Toy Story game that was on the
I played it as
PlayStation.
a kid when once at least before I ruined my PlayStation with a fudge popsicle. Um
Oh, how'd you
I
manage
literally
that?
I dropped a fudge popsicle. Like I was eating it and I just like dropped it on this like CD thing while I was smoking.
Oh my goodness.
Ruined.
The
Fucked.
worst thing, then like I just imagine the as soon as it hits the CD tray goes in. You're like, no.
I think it was the kind where like it like flips up. I think I don't remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
even worse.
Oh, that yeah, that's terrible.
But yeah, I wanted to play the game again so badly, so I got like a CD
Hmm.
to play on my PC. But then I got a new PC which doesn't have a CD thing, so I got emulators, and now
Hmm.
I'm ready for my fourth playthrough. I'm ready to play this again.
I'm gonna have to get you to show me how to use emulators, because I have a lot of old like
I
PlayStation
can
game
only
and
show you a PlayStation 1. I don't know for the rest.
okay, that's all I need is the PlayStation one. So
Okay.
I played a lot of PlayStation 2 as a kid.
Have you ever played Sonic Riders?
I don't think I've ever played a Sonic game. Like
I'm
I have memories
shocked
of
and ashamed.
watching. I am too. No, I have memories of watching other people play Sonic games. I don't think I've ever played a Sonic game.
I haven't played the modern Sonic games, which honestly I should because I am such a Sonic fan. I don't know if you saw my tweet that I literally bought Sonic fruit snacks and
I
I've
don't
been
know. I
obsessed
think I
with
missed that.
those. I I I what's it called? Sonic Riders is just like a like kind of like Mario Kart but with like hoverboards and stuff, and that is like my second PlayStation obsession.
Okay, I have seen that before. I know exactly what you're talking about. I have seen that before. I've just never played it.
Yeah.
I'm slacking.
Those are the only two games I have that on the actually no, I have a third game. It's like a random Shrek game I found, but that's it.
I think there's just like this old. I think the name of the game was literally called RC Racing. I used to play the heck out of it. I think that and like yeah, I think just that right now is like all that I would want to play is that RC Racing game.
I got you.
The original Incredibles game. That
Ooh.
was on PlayStation 2 as well. And that was so good. I remember there was like a part where you had to like fight a helicopter. It was like shooting
Oh my
rockets
god.
at you. I'm pretty sure I remember that. And I remember getting like stuck there a lot. Like I have like that memory burned into my head right now.
I think the memory I have burned in my head with like any of the games I mentioned, for mainly for open season,
Hmm.
um, it's just like you can like throw the hunters. So I just have a very vivid memory of this one spot where you can throw a hunter off a cliff and just watch them get smaller and smaller down
Oh
into the abyss.
no. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a rewatch of that movie now. I haven't thought about that movie in years.
The gameplay or the movie and like the gameplay are obviously like linked. It's the same like thing, but the
Yeah.
gameplay when you're like doing the hunters and stuff, it's just it's so funny and it's not related to like you can't just watch the movie and know how the game plays if that makes sense. But it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's so funny.
Yeah, I feel like a lot. That's a lot of like game adaptations of movies. I feel like so.
Are there any like niche or like old DS games that were like similar that you've played before?
DS. I never had a DS.
That's so sad.
I know.
I
I used to watch my friends play DS games on the bus, always begging them like, can I play?" I had a
I don't
Game
remember.
Boy. I had like the little
True.
two squares stacked on top of each other Game Boy. I don't.
Yeah.
Which one was that? It wasn't the Advance.
Um,
Was it just the Game Boy? Is that what it
Color?
was?
Maybe color? I
The
feel
Game
like
Boy
that's the one I
Color.
had.
It could
I
have
don't
been.
remember.
I do remember like a little rainbow in the logo when you would cut it on, saying Game
Yeah.
Boy. So maybe
I
that was
think I
it.
had the same one you're talking about. I'm not a Nintendo uh, whatever the word is for person that knows a lot of things.
Connoisseur. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm not either, so it's okay. I know. I kind of forget that Game Boy is a Nintendo thing. So.
Yeah.
Oh
Because
man.
I mentioned the DS because one of the games that I also just thought of now was I had like a Tom and Jerry DS game.
Yeah.
So good. I love how many like childhood show things or whatever they put into video games. I
Mm-hmm.
think
Oh. Sorry.
they
Continue.
need to do more of that now, but like I feel like it wouldn't have the same feeling, the
Feel.
same fun. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like the SpongeBob battle for the Bikini Bottom thing. Like it
Yeah.
was good. Like it was good, but it didn't quite hit those same nerves. And like
Yeah.
was it like the Nickelodeon like Brawl Stars? Is that what it is? Something like that.
Yeah.
It's like the little fight. It's like the Smash Bros equivalent, but like Nickelodeon stuff. Like it's good. It just doesn't like hit like it used to, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, sorry.
no, I remember as a kid, it was only at this one person's house. I don't know how I knew them. I don't remember how. It was like related to my dad. Um, there was this PC game. There's this computer game. Like one of the only games I played on the computer at that time, at that age. It was, I think it was Nickelodeon characters, and it was a racing game. And they all had like different power ups and different vehicles. Like when I was SpongeBob, I was driving the Krabby Patty. but like they had like a bunch of old, like all like the Rugrats, like it was like all the old. I didn't know Nickelodeon was what Red. Maybe it wasn't just Nickelodeon. I don't know if Rugrats is Nickelodeon, but like it had
I think it
all
is.
like the old cartoons in
Hmm.
there, and it was a racing game. It was I remember having so much fun on it as a kid and not wanting to get up.
Uh, what you mentioning SpongeBob reminded me. I had like it's so hard to describe and no one ever knows what the hell I'm talking about. But it was like this little like SpongeBob pineapple thing. It was like it was just a controller, plug and play kind of style. Um where like it had like a SpongeBob nose,
Yeah, it
but
it
like
like I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
it was like a plug and play that had just like dress up games and
yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
little puzzles and just like stuff for like toddlers kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was so fun. I love it, man. Like you can't really get it now, but God, I wish I could replay it. But then
It's like a
also not
collector's
really.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, there was like this one. It was like a console all of its own, but it wasn't like a big like it was like a kids. It was a kids learning thing.
Hmm.
But I remember the games at the time being like so fun. Like they were like math and English and like letters and words related, but they were also like kind of challenging because like there was also like movement and dodge mechanics and stuff. Like I'm not doing any justice to this, but like it was like educational slash oh like oh you need to spell out this word, and like I remember there you were on like a canoe or like in a log, and there's these bubbles that had the letter that you needed,
Oh.
and you had to like dodge stuff while trying to get to those bubbles and to the letter and everything. And I would, if I could find what console that was, I would totally go back and play that.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. I just it was so old, like it's so old. I would just have to look up old kids consoles until I like finally found it.
Right. See, it's like I would love to play that SpongeBob thing again, but I know if I did replay it, it's just like, oh boy, a dressing game with three options. It's not. It doesn't hit the same when you're an adult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't quite tickle that fancy anymore. um, but yeah, sweet. So how did we get on that? How did we get on that
I don't
topic?
know.
Hold on. Yeah,
Like,
that's.
oh, my birthday stream. I was
I was
talking
gonna
about
say.
open season.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Okay, yeah, yeah. So yeah, everybody, if you're in the chat right now and you don't say happy birthday to Flower, you're banned.
Oh, that's so
Just kidding, just kidding. Um, but yeah, was there is there anything else?
Um, I was gonna say I'm doing a trip in 2 weeks to see my friends and my college friends because I
Mm-hmm.
did move states after college,
Yeah.
so that's exciting and I really miss them. I really really miss them, so I'm very excited for that.
Nice. I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully the weather's nice depending on where you're going because weather's kind of freaky down here.
I believe it.
All the
It's been
southeast
like
states.
it's been pretty like chill up here. It's gone back to like 70s, 60s, so like we're chilling.
I
Although like the past
wish.
few weeks were like mega humid, so
Mm, mm-hmm. It's either like in the hundreds or there's a hurricane here. It's there's no.
yeah.
I feel like there hasn't been an in between. Actually, you know what? There was one evening the other day that I was like, "This is so nice." Like it was a lot of overcast, so no sun beating down. There wasn't. It was low humidity that day, lower humidity, I should say. It was actually very nice. But besides that, like I'll get in my car at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I look and it says 100 degrees. I'm just like, oh no.
That one evening with like 5 minutes of bliss, and then
Yeah.
he like just back to the routine of hundreds.
Yeah. Oh man, and like this the city of Titusville is so the weather is so bipolar. I don't know if it's its layout, but like it'll be so dry at my house. Like the sun is out, no clouds. Like I'm looking up and I'm staring at the sun. Like it's like the weather's terrible. Like in terms of like heat. And then I'm like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go play tennis, and I go head to the north side of town, like 15 minutes north, and I like as I start pulling up to like the tennis courts, it's drenched, rain, puddles. I'm like,
Yeah.
what happened? Like there was no sign of this until like I took like like you take like a specific turn, and then I'm like, oh wow, okay. So
I think Maryland is like one of the states known for like terrible, weird climate. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a literal climate that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Um, but sidetrack, because you mentioned tennis, I just thought about this. You know, Taco Bell gave away Cantina pickleball sets.
No.
Isn't that such a
What?
weird thing to do, though?
Uh, what do you mean? Like,
So, okay, I'm on the Taco Bell app, and every Tuesday they do like these like drops where typically it's like, oh, get like a $1 burrito, right? But
mm-hmm.
sometimes they do like, we're giving away 200 merchandise of some form. Damn, that
Yeah.
was a really good back crack.
Sorry. Sorry. When I gotta do it, I gotta do it.
That was like, that was good.
It was
Um,
crunchy.
but so they had like merchandise sets before, and like I saw, I think it was literally last Tuesday or maybe the week before, they were giving away pickleball sets to like the first like 100 or 200 or whatever people that
Is
like did the thing. I'm like,
is it that location specifically,
no, it's like
or?
it's on the app, so it's a Taco Bell national thing,
Oh,
maybe.
and
I
you
have no
can win a
idea.
pickleball set.
Yeah, you can win a pickleball set.
That's
It's like the weirdest thing. And it was like,
see, mm,
it's cantina themed too. It's like a Taco Bell cantina chicken themed
yeah,
pickleball set.
it's actually kind of fun. It's kind of fun. As a tennis player, I have to diss on pickleball a little bit, but that's actually really fun.
I
That's
don't
like a
even know
neat
the
idea.
difference. I know
You don't
it's
want to.
been
You don't
like,
want. I say you don't want me to just to get into that conversation. We won't leave.
I know it's like been on like such a rise lately, but I
Yeah,
really have no idea what the difference is. I just like saying the word pickleball because pickles.
it's like like so you have a giant tennis court and then imagine a small ping pong table. Pickleball is in between the two. In terms of
Oh,
like
okay.
court size, pickleball is usually played with like you remember wiffle balls in school, like
Yeah.
the balls with the holes. Like it's a heavy plastic wiffle ball basically, um, and you play with paddles instead of rackets. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
kind of like a bigger ping pong.
yeah. It's big ping pong.
Okay.
I
I
mean
thought it
that is
was
a pretty
more
good way.
akin to
Yeah,
I thought it was more akin to tennis, but like it's actually just more akin to ping pong, I guess.
I would. I mean like it's just like a really good in between.
Yeah.
Like if you're a tennis player and you go try to play pickleball, like you'll know what you're doing. If you're playing ping pong and you go try to play pickleball, you probably know what you're doing. It'll just be like a little bit of a learning curve, like weight
Right.
wise, because you're much bigger paddle, but and
Yeah.
heavier ball. But besides, yeah, no, it's like a good. It's so accessible. So like I can't like knock it too much because like anybody can go out there and grab a pickleball set and play. So
Dude, I wish I was good at ping pong. That's like one of the games that like I feel like is kind of like a party trick. If you're good at ping pong,
yeah,
dude, like it's so impressive.
if you turn the table up halfway, you're like Forrest Gump, just hitting back and forth with it.
Yeah. It's so
Mm.
complex though. Gonna like sound weird, but I watched BTS an episode where they were playing ping pong and like they had like a like a Olympics champion, I think, teach them how it worked. And
Yeah.
like, God, there's so much to it. Like you don't actually like it's not just hitting the ball. Like there's actually like way more to like how you position or how you hit it or whatever. And it's
hmm
like it's surprisingly complex. I'm sure it's the same for like tennis too.
Oh yeah, I think it's the same for like anything really. It's always interesting. Like like things that you like don't see as like being too complicated. Besides just people being good at it, until you like deep dive. Like I was watching a video about darts players, and
Ooh.
I've never like really thought about darts that much. Besides like, oh, these people just have good aim, but like there's very specific ways that like when you have like a darts coach, they're like you need like your fingers have to leave the dart a very specific way. You want your hand to turn down a specific way as you're letting go. There's like specific movements.
Yeah.
There's like certain areas that like when you aim for it, you're guaranteed to like if you like there's a certain spot on the board where like if you aim for that once you've learned the movement, like your shot should always land like in a very specific like range. It's so like it was really interesting. I never like really thought about darts in that depth before.
Darts would be cool to learn too.
That's a
But
good party
darts
trick
is
too.
just darts is just archery that you can do in a bar.
That's a good point. They should. Why aren't there archery bars though? That's
So there should
they.
be more archery places because archery is so cool.
It is,
Like
and
I think we have more gun ranges than archery ranges, and that's messed up.
yeah, no, and like I think like just down the road from here, there's like it's like a bar slash gun range.
Yeah,
So who's stopping you from having a bar slash archery range? An
true.
archery
Also,
bar,
that sounds like a really scary combo.
well, it's already a thing, so I would,
That doesn't seem safe. I don't
it's
know how they, what the
I
rules are there, but like
I
I don't
I
know how they
don't go
manage
there
that.
because I don't want to find out. So
Yeah, no, that seems awful.
it's like kind of tucked into the middle of nowhere on like a road that there's like no development. So and the more I think about it, I'm like maybe that makes sense. They don't need people stumbling out.
Yeah.
Bah, bah.
It's like,
So
oh boy, a bar. It's just fucking gunshots. Like, what the hell?
yeah, you're like, what is going on? It's like, hey guys, you want to go to this bar I found? Yeah, it's called the Pint and Pistol, but you know, it's it's a pretty cool name. There's axe throwing bars. I was reading chat. Yeah, I've actually seen the axe throwing bars. Those are pretty cool too, but also terrible combo if you think
Yeah,
about
also a
it.
terrible combo.
Anything that's like something goes projectile and alcohol is a pretty bad combo.
No, I feel like archery bars could work though, because imagine like art. I feel like archery can't be as bad. I mean, if you like, if you're drunk, you're just gonna like fumble the arrow to the side. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not. I don't think you can kill someone.
Well, it even like you only get one arrow before somebody's probably gonna stop you.
Yeah,
You know, a gun has a
instead of
clip.
an entire clip. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was just and like, unless you have Katniss Everdeen in there, I think it'll be under wraps for the most part.
And also an axe. It's like that doesn't have ammo. You just got an axe in your hand. They gotta try to rip that from you.
But I think that's more intimidating. If I saw an
Exactly.
angry man with an axe or an angry man with a gun, I'm like, I can dodge bullets, maybe. If
No,
this
I don't
man
think so.
if this man is faster than me with the axe, I'm done. Like, oh man. No,
I
now
think
I want to go one day just like I just want to walk in, look around just to be like this is what I thought it was and then walk out.
to the axe one or to the gun one.
To the gun one. I've actually been to an axe range where they've
Mhm.
served alcohol before.
Okay.
They actually I imagine it's pretty similar. Like they have guards and they have a lot of employees like staring you down, watching you. If you even like
Mm,
show a sign of like not being okay, they don't let you throw. So
that's fair.
I would hope that at the gun bar it's even I would hope it's even more strict and pretty separated.
Yeah, I'd
You
hope
know,
so.
yeah, like after we shoot, let's go get some drinks kind of thing.
Yeah. I have
America.
a an axe throwing place near me that's also one of the rage room things that I've always wanted to try. I have
Yeah,
a lot of anger stored in me, so I think a rage room would be great.
yeah.
Except also I don't think I have the strength to really break much.
I think I'd hurt myself on accident. Like I'd
Yeah.
slam, I'd like miss with the sledgehammer, and like, have you ever like held like a hammer and hit something that like makes your hand like vibrate and it just doesn't feel good?
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
I'd probably hurt myself.
But like the idea of just like throwing glass bottles and like no uh what's it called? Consequences? Like
Yeah,
that seems so fun. Just throwing
Hey,
glass bottles, throwing plates, just like throwing all
you
your
could
anger
buy
out
glass
there.
bottles and go to your backyard and just.
I'm not cleaning up broken glass. I'm leaving that for the other people. Come on. I'm not
Uh,
giving myself more effort when I'm throwing out my rage.
Yeah, that's fair. I remember at one of my friends' house when we were really young, they had this shed that was like pretty far from the house. Nobody goes back there except for one specific reason, and that is to throw bottles at the wall. And I think it was their dad's beer bottles that they always had a bunch of. So we'd go back there and we'd throw them. We'd try to do like a cool underhand or like under the leg kind of throw. Uh,
I don't
yeah.
really have a good spot in my backyard for that, especially because like if I did it at the very back, like the dogs still go back there, so that I don't want them to get
Yeah.
broken glass on their toes. The
I,
little
I
paws.
I don't think this family cared. I don't know, let the dog out. He's gotta go. He's gotta go bathroom.
Yeah.
But heck yeah. I don't. I once again don't remember how we got here, but because I want to go back to like what your original thing was.
It was about me going to the state, to a different state to meet my friends, but I don't know how we got on to
Yes.
like bars
It
and
just
stuff.
happens. It just happens.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Pickleball?
you were talking about uh
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell pickleball to axe throwing. I love it.
Yeah.
That's so.
I
I need the Taco Bell app. I don't eat fast food like that, but like when I go to McDonald's, I utilize that app. You have to. So it's like Taco Bell got
yeah.
good deals on the app too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Like
like
daily.
so I have eaten Taco Bell so much so I'm at the point where basically every time I order at Taco Bell, I can get a free item.
Yeah.
Because how they work is like you get a certain amount of points, you have like this reward you can choose from, and it like depending on like the level you are, it changes what food options you have. But like
Yeah.
there's tacos, there's chalupas, there's chips, there's drinks. Like you can have one of those things for free.
I have a chalupa chalupa story.
Oh
Um,
boy, okay.
so at my job we have like these egg bites, so delicious. They're wonderful. And do you know Cholula sauce? Like the
Yes.
hot sauce? Yeah. So, I had just tried one of the egg bites with the Cholula sauce, and I didn't know that's how it was pronounced at the time.
Mm.
And so these customers came in and they were like, "Hey, like your egg bites look really good. You know, have you had them?" I'm like, "Yes, they're so good, and you got to try some with some of the chalupa sauce in the back." And they gave me like a funny look, and at the time I didn't really think about it. I think they were just like, "Why is this guy talking about hot sauce?" Um, but afterwards I got home and I was just thinking, I'm like, a chalupa's a Taco Bell item. And then and I looked at my fridge and we had a bottle of Cholula and I read it out. I was like, Cholula. Oh my god. And my coworker just let me say Chalupa to them multiple times. Cuz
I wonder if
I
like
kept going like, you got to try the Chalupa sauce.
I wonder like what they thought. Like, did they understand that you were trying to say Cholula, or did they think you were saying like sour cream or
I
something?
I hope so because I felt so embarrassed because I also went back there while they were still sitting down because like we have like a little like sit down area and in the back of it
Hmm.
is like the microwave, forks, sauces, plates, all that. So I still had a little bit. I wanted to get another egg bite, so I went back there and was tapping the bottle and they're probably like, he thinks this is chalupa sauce. I didn't know.
I know you just said
Uh,
you don't you don't really eat fast food like that, but have you tried the cheesy chalupa thingies, the new ones at Taco Bell?
no, I haven't had Taco Bell in like months, like probably close to like six
Damn,
months now. But I love it. I just don't go. It's like here in town, it's like tucked into like a really inconvenient place.
that's fair.
So
I
I don't like that exit.
I think I get like Taco Bell at least like 3 times a month or something. Me and
I've
my brother are
literally,
obsessed.
we always end up talking about it with someone at work, and it just always, I'm just like, I want it so bad, and then I just kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
No,
You're
I usually just
challenged
get
to get
like,
it today.
okay, no, I'll try. I usually, I will actually. I have to be. I have to. I'm going to get coffee at like 12:30. I'll go get some Taco Bell afterwards, and I'll try. Was it like the mini cheese chalupas? Is that what you said?
So hold on, I'll get the
You'll get the menu out.
yeah the cheesy street chalupas. That's what they're called. And if you
Cheesy street chalupa. Okay.
the chicken one is much better than the steak one.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not a big like. I'm not. I like steak, but I'm not too big on it and like in stuff. So.
Same actually.
Hmm.
But also the Taco Bell, like the cantina chicken flavor just works better with it in general because of the sauce too. So
Okay. Oh, I miss Diablo sauce. I need them to start selling the sauce more like mainstream in stores. Diablo
chalupa sauce.
chalupa sauce. No, the Diablo sauce. That stuff is. So I didn't have chalupa sauce till I was 22.
chalupa sauce?
God damn it, no! Taco Bell. Taco Bell sauce. I didn't have any kind of Taco Bell sauce. So I didn't have like their fire, the mild, the Diablo, the chalupa. I didn't have it until I was 22. I finally tried some. And I was like, I've been missing out on so much, I'm gonna cry.
I know, I feel the same way. The only like fast food really I was allowed to have when I was growing up was like pizza, what's it called, Burger King, because it was like right around the corner from my house.
Yeah.
I wasn't really allowed to have like much though.
Mhm.
So Taco Bell was never an option. So when I first had Taco Bell, oh my gosh, oh my
It was an
god. When I
experience.
Same thing with like Chinese food or like even like crappy places like White Castle were still like
I
amazing to
love
me
White
because
Castle. What do you mean? White Castle crystals slap.
fair. I mean, I like White Castle, but a lot of people don't. So that's why I said that.
Those little frozen burgers are the best.
See, but like the actual restaurant just hits so different.
No, I know. I bet I'm pretty sure they still come frozen. Even to them, but
It's
they're still
different.
they're still good. They're still good. Um. Yeah. No. I Taco Bell. I only ever get a soft beef and cheese burrito, or I guess no, a soft beef and cheese taco, without lettuce, because they'll usually put lettuce in it, and that's it. And that's still my favorite thing to get. But there was, I think it was like the grilled cheese, not grilled cheese. Yeah, it was like the grilled cheese burrito,
Yeah.
and I would just get it without the Frito. Uh, but like, oh, man, that was so good, and they got rid of it.
No, it's back.
What did you say? It's back.
The grilled cheese burrito is here.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting Taco Bell today. It's confirmed. I'm about to go
You,
so broke.
you know what else is at Taco Bell right now? Nacho fries.
Yeah, I did hear about the nacho fry. Is this because I did see like in the news that they're like brought like like their like menu back of things that they got rid of? Is that why?
Um,
Or is it just in season, I guess, for Taco Bell again?
it's just in season. They didn't really bring a lot back. They have like new items, but nothing like really returned.
Okay.
They got rid of a lot, honestly. They made it a lot less vegan friendly too, which kind of is
Yeah, that
sad.
stinks. That stinks. I they're pretty notorious for getting rid of everything that people want.
Yeah.
That's what I know about Taco Bell. Oh my god, while we're on the topic of fast food, do you eat McDonald's?
On occasion.
Okay, same. I usually only get McDonald's breakfast. If I get McDonald's dinner, I must be like starving and on the middle of like the interstate. But McDonald's breakfast, they have newish now, but they had a new chicken McGriddle, and it it slaps. It is so good. Like I usually get like a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle, but I'm trying to do like the no pork, no beef thing,
Mm.
and the chicken McGriddle, it is so good. It's literally just it's just the McGriddle bun and the chicken, but and a piece of like really good fried chicken. It's good if
Is
you.
it like the McChicken kind or like an actual piece of chicken?
It's like a fried piece of chicken. I can't. The McChicken's like a patty, isn't it? Kind of.
Yeah, so like okay, better way to word it. Is it minced or like an actual piece?
It's an actual piece of chicken.
Wow.
It's a piece. It's
So
a.
it's like chicken
It's
and waffle vibe.
it's a big piece of. Yeah. Exactly. That's a good way to describe it, and it's so good. It's so good.
Maybe I'll give it a try. I'm never
Like.
awake like early enough for breakfast stuff. If I
Mm,
am, typically there's this local place that does really good bacon, egg, and cheese bagels that we typically do
hmm
instead.
My favorite place got closed down. It was called Kim's Donuts, and they have like a sister restaurant, but I don't know if they have like their breakfast menu. But I would get like a bacon, egg, and cheese burrito there, and it was it was so good.
Hmm.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Kim's Donuts.
I wish we had like a really good bagel place near us because man, I've been craving like a really nice bagel with cream cheese. Like
hmm
the store-bought ones just aren't the same, and also my like Dunkin' is terrible. So
It's Dunkin'.
yeah, they always burn it.
Dunkin' hits when you need it to, but For the
Wawa
most
is
part, it's
okay with
mid.
bagels. So that's
Wawa,
my
so good.
Wawa bagels have been like when I get the craving, they help.
And they have turkey options, which I love about Wawa.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I I never like understood the hype of Wawa, but that's because like growing up, I've never like been around a Wawa. Even when we moved here,
Hmm.
we didn't have a Wawa in town. It's always been either Sheets or Cumberland Farms, Cumbies. Um, so we got a Wawa here, and I neglected to like try the food for like a year, and or like I might not even been open for a year now, but like it's been a while, and the other day, I realized that Wawa had an app and I can order food on there, and they have pretty good deals, and the food's pretty cheap. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, Wawa's like a new favorite for if I need
Hmm.
food.
And it's like the one good like place to get smoothies and drinks and stuff.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I
I
wish
think we're hungry.
yeah. Did I say at the beginning that we might end up talking about food because
Yeah.
we haven't eaten. Um, no, I usually cook in the house. I've been talking about it with everybody because it's so good. It's just like I get these little wheat skinnies from Aldi.
Okay.
They're just like really like a really skinny like wheat like I don't know how to describe it. But
Just
it's
like the
just
sandwich thins, right?
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sandwich thins. And I make like an over easy egg, and I put cayenne pepper, habanero seasoning, garlic salt, a little bit of onion, and salt and pepper, and I it's over easy. I put that on the skinny with a slice of pepper jack cheese, and actually, I top it with some Taco Bell Chipotle mayo, and it's like my go-to breakfast item recently, and then like a little bit of watermelon.
Other than how like spicy you make it, it sounds good. I'm a spice
Yeah,
queen.
I need the kick. It wakes me up in the morning.
Coffee? Nah, I just eat spicy food. Give me some
Coffee.
atomic wings.
There's like that photo where it's like the the Pawn Star, like the Pawn Star guys, that he's like best I could do is coffee. For me is like best I could do is poop. Like it doesn't wake me up, it just upsets my stomach. But
Yeah, no, same.
yeah, but I have the addiction, so I have to have it. I'm getting coffee after this.
You should switch to
um,
like tea or something.
for a long while I was doing Earl Grey with just a little bit of honey. That was like my go-to in Maine. That was my go-to if I was like alone. If I went out, I still got coffee with like my friend. But
Hmm.
no, I used to drink a lot of tea. And then when I worked at Starbucks, it was like passion tea for me. I loved passion
Mm,
tea with a little bit of liquid cane sugar.
yeah.
Yeah.
The like tea bags at Starbucks weren't good, but like the refresher ones were pretty good.
Mm. I I just like Earl Grey. Earl Grey is always reliable, no matter like where I've gotten it from. I've never had like a bad Earl Grey tea.
I only
So
really like green teas, so that can definitely like change because
yeah,
some places do not do green tea that well.
it's so hit or miss with green tea. I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong with like a black tea. And what I like about Earl Grey is it almost has like a Fruity Pebbles vibe to it. Like if you I don't know if you've ever like smelled Earl Grey, but it smells like Fruity Pebbles.
I can't see that, but sure.
It does. It smell. You go to Walmart, buy
I've
like a
had
little.
Earl Grey before. I don't think I've ever
Smell it.
smelled it.
Get some more and smell it. It smells like Fruity
Okay.
Pebbles. I need you to trust me. And then, if you ever go out and you want to get like a interesting tea kind of latte, an Earl Grey with like 1/4 steeped water, and then the rest is steamed half and half. Shout out to all my lactose intolerant friends. You'll have to suffer. I'm one of them. But like it almost feels like you're drinking a nice warm bowl of cereal.
That
of
doesn't
fruity
sound very pleasant.
of fruity pebble milk.
uh, I
It's
love
so
warm cereal milk.
it's the best, and like a dash of honey, sweeten it a little bit, like mm, tea.
Thank you for
Yeah,
the suggestion. I don't know if I'll be trying that. That does not sound very good.
you'll think about it next time that Earl Grey is presented to your face. You're gonna be thinking
Okay.
about it. How long have we been going for? My
40 minutes.
timer's. I say my timer's not working on the on
45
OBS.
minutes.
Let's go. Okay, 35 minutes.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. Okay. Oh yeah, it's 10:45. Good job, Sabian. If you don't mind, I'll jump into my little look back really quick. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
We really derailed.
we very much did, but I think my stomach needed that conversation for a little bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um.
about the conversation about axe throwing. Yeah, your stomach also really needed that.
Yeah. Yeah. I like a little bit of gore to go with my food is great. A little bit of anxiety. Yeah. So I had a good Sunday as well. I had a really good day at work. I don't know why, but like, I think my ADHD was just because I just felt really good. I didn't even have any coffee. I didn't have any food. I was just high on life, and so many like friends, old coworkers, old like. So I work at like a mom and pop coffee shop now, but I had
Yeah.
so many like regulars from like when I worked at Starbucks. They came into the to this coffee shop, and just getting to see everybody. I don't know. It just I was so happy and so excited all throughout the day. It was really busy, but I like surprisingly kept a really positive and like just pleasant attitude the whole day. And it was really nice. It actually ended up being like one of the it ended up being the worst close that I've ever had in terms of like my closing task. um it took me like 45 minutes to do the floor. We got out like an hour and 10 minutes late. It was terrible. But everything before that was wonderful. And yeah, so my Sunday was pretty cool. It was so cool. I saw so many people. It was great.
Yeah. Hell
Um
yeah.
yeah, and then Saturday I went to a birthday party as well.
Ooh.
Had a lot of fun, but I did break my brand new anklet and bracelet on a water
Oh
slide. It's
no.
like a little blow up water slide,
Oh no.
and I have like cuts on my feet still from the water slide. Um,
Oh no.
yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But so I think in the mail today I'm gonna be getting replacements of those anklets and the bracelet. Oh, and then I got my hair relaxed and cut again. I have a brand new
Mm.
haircut. Really excited about it. It's like pretty much how my hair always is, but there's layers now. I've never had
Yeah.
layers before, so that's exciting. But yeah, that's kind of my look back for the week.
Was the friction what broke your anklet bracelet?
Probably, I what I'm imagining is like yeah, I went down and like it probably slid up and then snapped at like mid calf or something like
Mm.
that. Uh,
That's so sad.
Well, not. Oh, okay. It wouldn't have gone up that far, actually. Now that I think about it. But yeah, it just snapped. I don't know how the bracelet snapped. I thought I had my hands up like the whole time.
You gotta
So,
have your hands like crossed against your chest next
I
time.
get, but it's not. It's like a 7, 8 foot drop. It wasn't even like it was just a blow up water slide in somebody's yard. Um,
Also, I didn't even know you could do that. Blow up water slide.
yeah,
That's so
yeah.
fun.
I didn't either. Actually, when I got to I asked my friend, I was like, "Hey, do I need to bring anything for this party?" And I was thinking like a change of clothes, or because I know they have a pool, but like if there was no plan to get in the pool, I don't want to bring a set.
Hmm.
So they're like, "No, bring nothing." And I was like, "Okay, cool." So I get there, and everybody's at the pool, and I talked to their mom, and I'm like, where are they at?" And they're like, "Oh, he's on the water blow up," and I'm like, "The what?" It's like there's a water blow up, and I'm like, "I didn't know that was a thing." I think they just get like pumps to like pump the water, like the way that I like it was pumping from like a little roof and then landing on like the slide part, and then
Mm.
what my friend did was actually he got some dish soap and also like sprinkled it down the slide so it was like slick, and that's probably why we were going so fast and things broke.
Did the soap go into the pool part too?
Yeah, there's like a little pool at the bottom and it would go down in there. I'm just glad I didn't get like into like the pump and then all like just suds just started filling the
Yeah.
the thing.
Okay.
No, and the funny thing is it's like it was definitely made for like little kids because like it gets big enough to accommodate me and older adults and bigger adults, but there's like between like where the slide ends and then it drops into the pool and then the wall is probably like 5 feet. Like I don't think I could have stretched
Mm.
out fully. So
Yeah.
when I come off the slide, I was just swap right into the wall. And so, and oh my, and then my friend wanted to go down at the same time, and I'm like, we're gonna like kick and kill each other on the way down, because again, there's just as soon as you come off the slide, a wall. So we're gonna like crash into. It's gonna be like a car crash. It's gonna be terrible. They need me in the back, and I kick them in the head. uh, but yeah, it was actually really fun though.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Um, I threatened to cheat on my stylist, uh, because I've only ever gone to her to relax my hair,
Mhm.
but never to cut it. And I was like, well, I kind of told this one person that I was gonna have them cut my hair already, and she was like, I'm gonna be really upset if you don't let me be the one to cut your hair. And I was like, okay. It turned out fine. It turned out great.
That's
Um,
good.
but yeah, that is it for my look back.
Imagine like they cut your hair for you. They're like, told you so. I should have gone to the other person.
No,
Imagine.
I was like, if this comes out bad, I don't know what I'm gonna do, because this
Yeah.
is the only person I trust to relax my hair.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, no, everything's fine. That's fine. They're awesome. So
That's good. That's
their
good.
name's Brittany. But yeah. Wow. What time do we have? 10:50. If we would you like to move into talking about some articles?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sometimes my guests don't bring one, but since you did, I want to talk about yours, if that's okay.
Okay. I
Yeah.
have like two shorter ones, and I'm not good at like analyzing and explaining that well, so I'll just like be direct with it. But
Yeah.
one of
Yeah.
them, um, they're both animal related. So one of them is that there is now a pair of gay flamingos that are
Mm.
raising a newborn chick,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, I just thought that was like just really cute,
I've
and
seen
like
this. Yeah.
yeah.
Do they have
Well, now that
names?
you've seen, do they have names? I don't even remember. They're white Chilean flamingos, and
Okay.
Arthur and Curtis is what their names
Arthur and Curtis. Those are such good bird names because they're terrible bird names.
are.
They're so
I don't even know
humid.
how to remember.
Arthur and Curtis.
The penguin zoo. I don't know how to pronounce that, but
Huh?
yeah, the Paignon zoo. I don't know how you'd pronounce that, but that's where the gays are. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's where the gay flamingos are. They apparently have like multiple gay flamingos too, so it's really, I don't know, it's just gay flamingos. I love it. That was the best. That was the positive part. And now they have a baby.
Perfect animals to represent.
Um, but yeah, they actually
Yeah,
like
that's awesome.
hatched the they actually like hatched the egg and everything too. So it's like, I don't know, it's just like it's really cute.
Yeah.
The other one
Alright,
I
so we
had,
got some gay flamingos.
yeah, the other one I had was um what's it called? So these scientists put cameras on sea lions so to like
Okay.
research the ocean bed. And
Mm-hmm.
like these are specifically endangered sea lions. I'm trying to see, I think they're Australian or something, or Austrian, something, trying to find it. But they like put little cameras, like not even like, the cameras didn't hinder the sea lions at all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they put like little cameras on like 9 of them, I believe, and um they were just able to get like 90 hours worth of just like them living, like seeing their like seeing the ocean bed, seeing how they live and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I was really like this specifically because like one, they're endangered, so like these scientists can now see like what is threatening these sea lions, what is making them endangered, which is
Mm-hmm.
really nice. I really appreciate the fact that like, I don't know, it's like a really good way to go about it, because like humans, deep we can't go deep enough to like see this
What
egg.
do you mean? The Titan submersible, that thing could get us anywhere.
Well, then that stuff is really expensive. Stuff that can go all the way down there gets really expensive. So putting these like really inexpensive cameras on like animals just to see like what's going on down there and how can we help them. I
Yeah,
thought that was just really cool and really nice. And
no,
then
that's
like
cool.
the footage itself is also really cool. Um,
Is there any parts where they're on land and I'm just doing sea lion things, like on their
no,
backs, just like flapping like they do?
no, not really. There was a
Oh,
part where they were killing like prey though, like you could see it fighting
ooh,
a squid, which was kind of cool.
that's really
Um,
cool. Was it like a giant? Would it have been like a bit of a big squid if it was fighting it?
I don't. It's so hard to tell what's going on with it. To be fair, it was really just
Yeah.
like flopping around and stuff. I don't know why, but like you can tell it's a squid. Like you can barely see it, and then you can see it inking everywhere. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what was going on. I guess it was like fighting back a little bit, or just like trying to run or something. I couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
Um, like it's like little like cameras like on like the top of their little heads and stuff. Or so it's like it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
visualize.
It's first part. I'm
Um.
waiting for the first person sea lion game now. Sea lion simulator.
Dude, imagine.
That'd be
Like,
actually really fun. I didn't think they went to the seabed though, like the seafloor.
yeah, apparently they do. And it's
Uh,
like, I don't know, the fact that you can see the seabed of like
mm-hmm.
the ocean, because like I said before, like humans really can't. I like the idea of doing this. Like, imagine doing it to an animal that like maybe explores like the super depths really well,
Mm-hmm.
like a blobfish or something.
Or
Um,
squid.
or a squid. Yeah. And like being able to learn more about the ocean would be
Mm-hmm.
really cool. I think because like I know there's a lot of people out here like this, but the ocean is like extremely fucking spooky because
But yeah, it's terrifying.
especially because there's so much unknown. I know a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people like think that with like space and stuff too, but like with this, we can learn so much about the ocean, and it's so this one just fascinated me a lot. It's just like the possibilities that this could open if you did this to other animals,
Yeah.
and even like,
And just like what you
and
can learn from like getting to like without having to be there because they might behave different. If you're there, getting to see like how these animals behave when they're like kind of uninterrupted, undisturbed by like humans, seeing like how they're supposed to behave, how they would normally behave, and getting to learn from that.
yeah, and like I know I said this already, but like seeing like because these were specifically endangered, seeing like what is there a bunch of plastic on the seabed? Is there like an animal that there's too much of that's killing all these guys? Like what's going on? Why are they endangered? Being
Mm-hmm.
able to just use the camera to see them naturally, like you said. So like there's no interruption. You can see like this is the threat. This is the issue. We
Mm-hmm.
get rid of this to help the sea lions. Like it's just really cool.
Yeah,
Surprisingly, there wasn't actually a lot of like plastic on the seabed from what I saw. It's just a lot of like seaweed and coral and stuff.
I think the
But
plastic likes to float and
that's
or
true.
become what microplastic, right? Like basically invisible.
I think like
And then you
if you
open
did
up a
this
fish
to
and you're like,
like,
oh, here it is.
uh-oh, if you did like put like the cameras on like everyone always says like plastic straws kill turtles or whatever, right? If you like actually put it on a turtle to like see like the actual effects, or even like on like seagulls that like
Mhm.
chill on like beaches and stuff because like they get stuff around their necks or they eat plastic too and stuff. I think that would help
Yeah,
us a lot as well.
we actually had here in Titusville a school. This was probably like a couple months ago, like a big. I don't know if a school's the right term, but it was just jellyfish littering the coast. Um,
Oh,
and it was like it was cool. They were chilling. Dolphins were going crazy. They were loving it. But I got like some videos and pictures of it. I'll have to put them in the Discord. Also send me the links to these articles.
okay.
But I remember seeing them and I'm like, these look just like like I did like when I first saw them. I was walking over a little bridge under a bigger bridge, and I didn't know that there was jellyfish out. And I was like, "Are this plastic bag? Oh, wow, those are jellyfish." I was like, and like so like I could totally see like a turtle looking at a plastic bag and going, "Oh, I'm about to eat good tonight," and then whomp.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because
You
they
know,
looked. so similar to just like a Walmart plastic bag. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. You know those like events people do where like they kind of like protect a thing of sea, like a whole beach of sea turtles, baby
Yeah.
sea turtles going into the ocean. I
Hmm.
wonder if you could just pick one up, put a camera on it, let it do its thing, and then
Well, you're
like
not
you can
supposed to
see
touch
it.
them. That's the whole point.
Uh, I
I don't know if something happens if you do touch them.
I don't know. I mean,
Like I don't know if it's like the bird effect where if you touch the bird, the mom's like, "Nah, get away from me."
well, I mean the mom's already gone. That's why like we
That's
have to
true.
protect them to begin with.
Hmm.
And I'm sure like not just a random person, like a scientist does it. Like
Of
pick
course,
one
yeah,
up,
yeah.
put a camera on it,
Just to
let it
see.
do
That'd be
its thing
so
again.
interesting to go see what they do. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
so cute. I just want to see
I
his little head wiggling back and forth on the camera.
And it's like little flippy flaps like on
Yeah,
on the
little
side.
flippy flaps. Yeah, he'll
Um,
take the oh, what's the name of the current in Finding Nemo? I mean it's a real current, but what's I don't remember the name of it. I wanted to do my crush impression, but I'm not gonna do it now.
I have no idea what you're talking. I think I know what you're
What?
talking about. Like
It's like yeah,
the
he does the "you totally rock, squirt" like that the old sea turtle that Nemo takes a ride on.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And
I feel
Squirt was
like
the baby one.
I feel like you're not supposed to touch them because then you probably just throw them off course. But I feel like if you just keep them on course, it's probably fine to like
Yeah,
like put on a camera or two and then
I think I learned that like the way that they like know where the ocean is because like either like they have to hatch at a specific time because they know to head towards like the sun. I think it is.
yeah, I think so.
So they're like yeah. So that's really interesting. I thought it was the moon, but I'm like, wait, no, the moon's not always where it's
Yeah,
supposed to be for them. So yeah, yeah, it's the sun. Uh, yeah, it's yeah, sea turtles.
and sea lions
And sea lions. That's really interesting though.
and cave flamingos.
I wanna watch I wanna watch those videos when you send me the
Yeah,
articles. And to anybody listening, so bad at remembering, but I will try to remember to put it in the Discord under the pleasantly positive section. Any of the articles that we talk about today. So, yeah.
yeah. Those are my two articles. If you want to go on with yours.
Bet. I actually because it is 11. No, you know what? Mine's short. Yeah, I'll hit my article real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hit my article real quick. Are you still? Oh God, no! Everybody can see my thing now. Okay. Okay.
I am Discord.
Yeah, my bad. Just doxed you. I don't think we had anything crazy on there. Hopefully. I think it was just us talking about the show. But yeah, let me find it. Okay, so this comes from the Optimist Daily. One of my favorite sites because everything's just so organized. It's the headline reads "Innovative Self-Cooling Walls Addressing Rising Temperatures." This is a I don't know whether I should like call it a study. It's like a company that does like experimental like building designs. Um, and it's out of I think it was Houston. So basically, they designed these concrete walls where the the texture and the pattern of the concrete that they designed helps with heat dissipation. So where the concrete
Huh?
almost acts like a radiator, almost. Um, so it kind of like it dissipates the heat that's absorbed really well, and they also have this white paint that is like dirt and like dust resistant, and of course since the paint being white it helps reflect more sunlight. And what this company and the CEO and the founders are hoping is that this will also not only will it help people and buildings that are struggling with just like the excruciating heat that's going on, it'll also help reduce air conditioning usage because it's expected to triple by the mid-century, just like the global air conditioning usage. I mean, it's pretty important. It's pretty cool. No pun intended. And what I'm saying here is roughly air conditioning demand is responsible for 2 billion tons of CO2 yearly.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
I don't know how they actually they do have a hyperlink. So if you guys want to check out like how they arrived to those numbers and whatnot, you can do that. But yeah, 2 billion tons of CO2 yearly just from like air conditioning, which I mean it totally makes sense. It's very air conditioning is very energy it consumes a lot of energy, and
Yeah.
it's constant. So yeah, their hope is
Actually,
just kind of help having to rely on like AC use to cool down buildings. I think I did see that one of their tests with the building, it helped the interior be up to 18 degrees
mhm,
cooler than standard like flat walls. Um, so yeah, I thought that was really neat,
that is really neat.
addressing
Um,
like a heat problem while also trying to address climate change. Always a good thing.
yeah, I think like with climate change, heat problems is definitely becoming like more and more of an issue. I know, I don't know if it's like the same white paint that you mentioned, but
Mm.
they're doing like stuff on roads now too, so it's not as like hot, and it doesn't like stick as much. I don't remember what the actual purpose of it was, like why roads need to be not visible, but like I'm sure it's helpful.
Yeah.
Um, but doing it on houses, that's really nice. I just
Mm.
hope like, even though you said it's like dirt and grease resistant, I hope it can like last through like natural disasters or storms and stuff. I hope like
Yeah, yeah, that's always a thing to consider. Um,
yeah,
yeah, have
because
you
like
actually? Sorry, no, continue. Sorry.
I was just gonna end my sentence with if it like gets chipped off and stuff, that just like ruins the effect efficiency, and then you need more AC anyways.
Mm-hmm. But at least it's paint, you know,
Yeah,
and paint's relative. Actually, paint's not cheap. Never mind. I was gonna
no.
say it's inexpensive, but it's actually not. Have you ever like seen like the concrete that I think it's labeled like waterproof concrete, but it's just like the way it's like very porous. So it's like it's almost like imagine like if you just had a hard sponge, like the water would just like fall through it. So
Mm,
when it rains, instead of like piling and collecting on top of the concrete and kind of like and like running off and creating a lot of runoff, it helps kind of dissipate it and spread it further into the ground. uh
mm.
like do you know what I mean, like a scrub daddy sponge where like if
Yeah,
you were to
yeah,
run water through, but just imagine like one made out of rock, so it still has all the holes and
yeah, yeah.
everything, so all the water can still flow through it. Like the way that they get the concrete to do that was really interesting. I think I watched like a YouTube episode of how it was made, I believe. Either that or it's like practical engineering, something like that.
Mhm.
But really really interesting science there. And yeah, I think that's really neat, especially since it's concrete. I'm like, how much can you really do with concrete? And apparently, it's a lot.
Concrete. Um,
My favorite. It's so yummy.
yummy concrete. I see. It's like, ironically enough, I'm not a very positive person to be on a pleasantly positive show. But my immediate like thought is like,
Don't.
my immediate thought is like, oh no, if it's able to do that, is it gonna create more potholes and stuff? Is it gonna be
Mm.
like, is it
I
gonna wear off easily?
they do address that in the video.
Yeah.
I don't remember how or why, but yeah, it is addressed, and I think they're still like experimenting with it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a promising thing. It's nice to have. It's because it's like that. Whenever I think about like technology and like different things in engineering, it's whatever it is at now is the worst it will ever be. You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
like what like and like I also think about that with like AI. The way AI is right now, this is the worst it will ever be. But that applies to like literally anything out there.
Right.
So like even if it's like something really good, like my cell phone's great, this is still also like the worst that this phone will ever be at. It's only going to keep, it's everything only keeps getting
It's only
better
gonna
as time goes on.
degrading. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like
So,
so the white paint and stuff I feel like is really helpful, and the rain stuff is great. But the
mm,
white paint though, I feel like a better solution would just to be giving people solar panels for like, I feel, because we have solar panels, my family house didn't,
mm,
and the amount of like electricity change that does is like really substantial, and it can
Oh
also
yeah.
make things like much cheaper for people. I feel like I don't know, making solar panels more what's the word?
Accessible, cheaper,
Accessible. Yeah.
affordable, all
Any of
those
those,
things.
but all those
Yeah.
things. I feel like that would like paint is great, but I feel like solar panels, just doing natural energy
Hmm.
would just be better, so you don't have to burn the CO2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's also a wonderful solution. And I, I've been actually like I've been watching the price of solar because everybody's like it's so unaffordable, it's so unrealistic, and that statement is just getting more and more false as time goes on, while solar technology is just getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of conversation in like the sustainability industry and like the environmental industry where it's like instead of trying to build these giant solar arrays, why aren't we just utilizing all of the available rooftops of these houses and like
Yeah.
trying to like not necessarily in the US but like in other countries that are more on board with the whole climate change thing and actually care about the planet a little more. They're talking about trying to get governments to be the ones that are kind of headlining like, yo, we're gonna get you solar, we're putting it on your roof if you want it, and like we're gonna fund it all. Like I think
Hmm.
there I wish I would see just more of that in general, like more government backed solar. And like they do have like even like with EVs they have like EV incentives, so like if you like a tax something like if you buy an EV you can get like $7,000 back at the end of the year or something like that. I don't know, I can't think of the tax credit or something, like, you know what I mean.
What's EV? Because
Electric
all I think
vehicle.
is the Pokemon. Oh, okay.
Electric vehicle. EV, oh my goodness.
But
Jolteon, Flareon.
yeah, if you
Uh,
buy an Eevee, we give you seven.
yeah. we,
Uh,
oh my
um,
goodness. You gotta
I feel like
get Pokemon out the brain.
especially for especially for like cities though, like you have so many skyscrapers with like roofs that aren't touched, or like I don't know, you can put gardens up there for more
Yeah.
what like CO2, whatever it's called, or put solar panels up there. Like they don't really need a lot of maintenance. So
Oh
you just
man.
like
Yeah, yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
No, 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 no. You go.
That was it.
Oh, okay. There's like I watched like a lot of like these engineering and science videos when it comes to like solar and stuff like that, and I was watching a video about how they were talking about these solar farms, like actual like farm slash solar. And the way that it works is like instead of like how a typical like solar array would be, where it's just like a big solar panel on a flat piece of grass, is like
Mm.
they're raised almost like a I think like it's a canopy. So like just like imagine like a pavilion at a park. It's like a pavilion of solar panels, but they're all transparent. So like sun can shine through it, and then underneath it's just gardens, like flowers and everything.
Um,
And a lot of like these places that are building these, uh, they are building them, and they're building them specifically for like bees and like pollination.
ooh.
And so they'll have like these big, they're not too big because you can't make the structure too big, but like they'll have like these pretty big just like solar panel canopies, and under them like these really big beautiful gardens that people can walk through. And
Mhm.
and the plants don't die because again the solar panels, they're like semi-transparent or whatever, so the sun's still getting through, it's still shining. And they've like I guess they probably have like sprinkler systems to help water the plants and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's really interesting. And then there's like algae solar technology that like is again at the worst that it'll ever be, and it's still promising. Where like algae is feeding. I can't break that down right now, but it's really cool. I just love the direction that solar and renewables is heading.
That's honestly such a beautiful idea. I did have to look up what a pavilion was, but that's besides the point.
I don't know what else to, it's like I don't know what else to call it, but yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, like I think it was the right word. I just didn't know what a pavilion was, and you said to imagine it, so I was like, well, Google
Just
Images is
imagine a pavilion. I was trying
Google
to do
Images
like
is not good.
I don't think I don't know if you can see my arms. I'm trying to do like the I'm doing like the house
Uh,
shape. And
I could
the
barely see that.
is it a cabana? Is that the other term? I don't
It's like,
know.
what is
Uh,
Cabana? I don't know these
Yeah,
words.
you tell me what a cabana is, because I know the word because of a bad thing. It's not
I
a
got
bad thing, but I just know it from a bad thing. Did you get
what
Cabana Bay?
I got Canva.
Oh, it's kind of,
Just
yeah,
kidding.
okay. Yeah, if you type in cabana and look at images, it's like cabana's so
Oh no,
tiny
it's
though.
fine.
So yeah, it's like a cabana is a mini pavilion basically.
See, like the only one I would have known is a gazebo.
A gazebo. We could chill in my gazebo. I have Rio on the brain. Gazebo. I don't remember what a gazebo is. It's okay. Yeah.
It's
It's like
like
an in between of a pavilion
hexagon,
and a cabana.
a hexagon cabana
Okay.
pavilion
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I'm getting like a bunch of different images here. But yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I forget that those are called gazebos.
that's the only one I know. I don't know why.
The song Rio. The song in
No,
Rio. We can
it's
chill in my gazebo.
I think it's because
Oh,
of
na na na.
it's because of like a raft or something where you can like build like a gazebo. That's it. That's all. I think that's it.
Ah, okay. Video games.
Video games. Brain rot.
Always comes back. um, but yeah, no, we've been going for like an hour and 15.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready to end it out if you are.
Is this your longest podcast so far?
No, no.
Oh.
I think I had one that was over 2 hours
Oh
with
wow. Okay.
someone. I'd have to double check, but I remember having a very long one that it went well past
Fair
hour
enough.
15. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a pretty long one. Some of them like have been running like sub an hour. So,
Mhm.
um, but yeah, no, this has been great. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for coming on, everybody. Flower, where can people find you if you want them to?
All of my socials are Flowerstar666. I am most active on my Twitter. I do also have an Instagram, YouTube, and what's the last one? TikTok. Um, but Twitter is where I'm most active. You can also join my Discord if you want to see any of my. Oh, obviously I'm on Twitch too. If
Yep.
you want to see any updates, so Discord and Twitter are best.
Heck yeah. Great. Well, Flower, thank you so much again for being on. Finally
And
glad
thank
that,
you for
we were
inviting
able
me.
to. Of course, of course. And yeah, thank you everybody for listening. I'm glad we're back. We're going to be returning to our regularly semi-scheduled, pleasantly positive shows, and hopefully back to daily streaming starting next week.
Yippee.
Again, if you're watching the recordings, this or listening to the recordings, this probably means nothing to you. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much, Flower. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you
Uh,
for inviting me.
of course, and I will see you all later. Bye.
Bye bye.